of matches ahead of Ghana's participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Wales have not engaged any African country since June 2008 when they played against Tunisia and they beat them by 4-0. Let's see how they fared today. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the studios.
Thank you very much.
All right. So now let's get straight into talking, and I'll start with Coach Maxwell Konadu and find out his view on playing sets of matches ahead or just before a major tournament. A lot of connoisseurs of the game believe that, we should have been wrapping up with preparations and then go into the tournament. How important is it for international friendlies such as this, couple of days ahead to the start of the tournament?
Yeah, thank you very much, and
Yes,
greetings to all your viewers.
Yes.
In times like this, I think the coach will be looking at almost the regular team,
Okay.
the team that will start the tournament.
Okay.
Hopefully, he has all the squad that he invited.
Okay.
And in matches like this, you want to see whether what you are expecting in your first game. You want to see glimpses of what you've taught the team at training.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that all the guys are in there.
Viewers, we are showing you Ghana's squad on the screen. This is the squad that will be representing Ghana at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It's got 3 goalkeepers in Benjamin Asare, Lawrence Ati Ziggy, and Joseph Annan. For the defensemen, we've got Derek Lucasen, Abdul Bumin, Jonas Ajete, Gideon Mensah, Baba Rahman, Ali Duseidu, Kojo Prepra Opong, Jerome Opoku, and of course Marvin Senaya. The midfielders are also there, clearly ably led by Thomas Partey. Kwesizibo is also in there. And then the forwards include Antoine Semenyo, Fatau Ishahaku, and of course Jordan Ayew. So, Coach, like you're elaborating, this is the time for the coach to put all that he's done into a game.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I believe that after this match, he will still want to play a match, not in the pedigree of maybe a team that is playing the World Cup, maybe a lower tier team that he will really want to see the tactics he wants to deploy on the opening day of the World Cup. So me seeing this list, that whoever is there must do his best.
Sure.
I like the vibes in camp. You can see the coach also trying to join the Kakaleka dance.
The dancing formation.
It's interesting, and from what I've seen, the selection that is brought, a selection that is out, you can see most of the big boys are in there. So let's hope they do well. Let's support them and let's see what happens. But whoever is playing today should be sure that, or he should be aware that the coach is making his squad gradually.
It's a gradual process putting the squad together. And Carlos Queiroz, that's the lineup for this evening's encounter. Lawrence will start in goal. Jonas Ajete, Thomas Partey, they're all in there. Nanedu, would you share the thoughts of Coach Maxwell Konadu?
Yeah, most of the time.
The importance of these friendly matches at this time.
I think most of the time when I'm going for a major tournament like this and you have 2 weeks preparation before the competition starts, you don't play more than 3 friendly games. You start with a bigger opponent and you move to a smaller opponent. So that is where you try to introduce players who want to give opportunity to them in the tournament and give other key players an opportunity in friendly games like this. So I'm not really surprised some of the key players are in the starting lineup. So it gives us a fair idea as to which kind of players who will start for the Black Stars going to the World Cup.
I see. Okay. Giving us a fair idea of the players, which means that we are also mindful of the quality of the players in terms of the game plan, if they can play according to Coach Carlos Queiroz. There's a lot of belief in the fact that we may not have players who are standing out, but we do have a collection of players who hopefully on a very good day can play as a team. And for me, Coach, it is important. We have not had Carlos handle a major game since he took over the reins of the Black Stars. Now, this presents a very good opportunity for us to see at first hand what he's made of.
That's why I'm saying this is a very good opportunity for whoever is starting today. You have to show the coach that you were invited based on merit.
Okay.
And not that somebody is sitting somewhere who is forcing you into the team. The coach will look at them closely. And today, whoever does well can be sure that he can start the first game, the World Cup, because this is his first game, first impression. If you convince him today, I think you have the opportunity to play the first match of the World Cup.
They are not under pressure?
For me, pressure in friendly games, I don't think a coach like his caliber will be under any pressure.
Okay.
Because he's seen it all. And at a point, the friends I have in Portugal were asking me that, what is Carlos, his motivation again?
Exactly. He's been there, he's done that.
Yeah. But once it's football, you see the passion is always there. We want to just do more or give more to football, because football has done a lot for us. So you can see the boys they are in a good mood.
Yes, they are.
And everybody will want to impress. And so they should go in there and know that the whole Ghana is behind them, and they should give a good account of themselves.
Yeah. Nanedu, I asked the question about pressure. Now, I'll ask of your opinion as well. Because at least for a major international competition, or ahead of a major international competition, sometimes these matches we have underscored that they are very, very important. It helps the technical team to allay the fears ahead of the cup. But won't the players be under some form of pressure?
I think they will, because looking at the matches ahead of us, we need to impress the nation about what we are going to do at the World Cup. When you look at this setup, only 11 players have been to the World Cup before. Jordan Ayew to be his third World Cup is going, the only player in our team who's going for the third World Cup. We have other 10 players who are going for their second World Cup. So it means out of the 26 players, 15 of them have not played in a World Cup before. So obviously the coach, it gives you opportunity to assess other players.
Exactly.
The kind of team that you are going to build up in a World Cup coming up. So I think most of these players, it's a big opportunity for you to exhibit your talent in the World Cup. A player like he has not started any game for the Black Stars before. Maybe opportunity today, he can give us something that you expect from him going to the World Cup. We have players like Prince Edu Kwabena. He has played 1 or 2 games for the Black Stars of Ghana. He has to score a goal for the Black Stars team. Kamaldeen Sulemana, a lot of hype around him, but he's yet to deliver the kind of football he's giving Atlanta when it comes to European football. So most of these players, it's a big opportunity for them to show what you can offer going to the World Cup.
Well, viewers, thank you very much for joining us. We're still bringing you snippets from the Cardiff City Stadium. We'll be joining the action shortly. But obviously, this is a time for the players to stretch out, time to sign a few autographs here and there. And of course, the time to also feel good, look relaxed, and feel comfortable. And we are proud to be bringing you this game live on our channel. Let's first of all say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Medimafo Herbal Clinic. They say Dr. Time Daso. And as you know, they are the only clinic that sets the time on your illness or sickness, no matter the situation. At Medimafo, we are experts in any kind of diseases or sicknesses, including stroke, diabetes, blood pressure, chronic diseases, typhoid, etc. You can locate Medimafo at Ebuakwa Egogo in Kumasi, or call them on 0244 774282 or 0500 727215. Dr. Time Daso. Let's also say a very big thank you to Anointed Engineering Services. They are a one-stop solution for all our generator needs. They service, repair, maintain, and sell generators as well as spare parts for various types. Anointed Technical Institute, ATTI, and CTVET Accredited School also offers hands-on training in electricals and controls, generators and plants, auto mechanics, CCTV installations, and solar installations. 80% theory, 20% practical, they say. Now, if you need a comfortable place to stay, they've got a beautiful Airbnb executive apartment at Bawe, and it's like home away from home. Plus, their transport services is available for all travel needs. All you need to do is to book with us for comfort on the go. Now get in touch with Anointed Engineering Services Limited for any of these services on their hotline 0243 480 334. Finally, also, we need to advise you to stay protected always and stay confident on and off the pitch. Whether you're at home, you're at work, or cheering the Black Stars on to victory, Cleans is your trusted hygiene partner. Now, Cleans hand soap and sanitizers kills 99.9% of germs with every use, keeping your hands clean and protected all day. Choose Cleans for yourself, your family, and your friends, and make Cleans your daily essential. Stay clean with Cleans, the GC brand. It's all about you. All right, let's get into a little bit of the talking because we're looking forward to this game and how well the Black Stars will perform. We've identified the fact that we may not have a lot of key, well-known players in the team, but we've got gentlemen who, on a very good day, can deliver the goods. Still have with me in the studio Coach Maxwell Konadu and Nana Edu. Coach, Carlos has reiterated time and again that he knows why he's with the team. He has also explained the reasons why he thought that picking up the job for the Black Stars at very short notice will not pose too much of a problem for him. We've all been reading from social media reports, etc. The players have settled in. They are in good. There's good harmony. It's the reverberation in camp is also solid as well. Now, we would like to find out and share your thoughts with us if you can. The coach has now finally named his 26-man squad, which means that the players will be getting into routine, as it were, when the first 11 get onto the field, based on their performances and based on the outcome of the matches. How important is it to keep the shape of the team in order for them to play as a team, gel as a team, and also be able to adapt to the coach's instructions? Very important.
Yeah, I think Carlos knows why he took up this job.
Sure.
Because he knows what Ghanaians can offer on a good day.
On a good day.
And he knows we have the talents here. With some seconds, a player or a Ghanaian player can always, create
Cause
something
magic.
to,
Yes.
So taking the job, he knew that this could happen. And when he's able to keep the team together and make sure that the principles he would deploy are well respected,
okay,
this can work out very well for him. It's like taking up a Brazil job, it's like taking up a job for Argentina and all that. In Ghana, we also have individual qualities. Our problem has always been, playing as a team.
Okay.
And if he's able to do that, and coaches at this level, they have their way of instilling discipline and principles into the team. He will give you some orders that if you don't respect it, he will fall on the next guy to see whether he can really, abide by the rules and regulations. They play by the rules. And with that, the team can be well shaped and keep us going.
Yeah.
Because he has to be strong. And the players are even also happy for Ghana getting them a coach of this caliber.
Yes.
That is why the players are now relaxed. They think they flow with the coach and everything will be fun. So on a good day, we can surprise any team. At this point, let's see how today's game goes, and we can really talk more about the team going forward.
Okay. We'll be taking a look at the first 11 in just a few minutes before we join the action itself.
I forgot of one thing. Sorry.
Sure. Let's go ahead.
I'm happy for Kamal Dean.
Kamal Dean.
Yeah, because previously, the time he gets, I can't count how many Black Star games he started. But he's one of the oldest guys in the team.
He is one of the oldest.
But he hasn't been getting playing time at all.
And a lot of people think there's more in him than what we see in the Black
Exactly, because previously he would come in 15 minutes to end the game, 10, 12 minutes to can,
so we've not seen enough of him.
Exactly. So today is the opportunity for him to show us what he is really worth, and going forward he can make sure he gets himself into the team.
Okay. And Edu, we don't have any qualms with the final list, do we?
I don't think so. If there are players people are thinking they should be in the squad who are not in, I don't think it should be more than 5. So if it's not more than 5, it means you give the coach excellence. That is more than 80% getting the best players for the Black Stars of Ghana. But the debutants are many. So Ghanaians are expecting a lot from these guys. Yeah. That is one thing these players need to adjust to when they are playing for the Black Stars of Ghana. Playing for Black Stars, you are playing for a country with more than 30 million coaches. So you know what is at stake as a player. It gives them the opportunity to get the best out of them. Yeah. I just want to look at the kind of formation and system the coach will deploy going to the World Cup. Whether it's going to the 3-back system, the 4-back, 4-3-3. We know Carlos works of 4-1-4-1 situation. Okay. 2 attacking midfielders, 2 wingers, 1 holding midfielder. Okay. So when you get somebody like Thomas Partey and you give explosive midfielders who will join the attack to support the attacking players. So that is one thing we're expecting from the coach.
Okay. We are currently showing you, viewers, the tactical lineup, as it were, and the idea of a formation that we would see in the game. So a typical 3-4-3 formation with Sulemana and Edu supporting on the flanks with Ayew in the middle. Then you've got Senaya, Partey, Fatawu, and Owusu, who will be manning the midfield. The onus will fall on the likes of Gideon Mensah, Ajete, and Opoku to mop up in defense, of course, with Ati Ziggy in goal for this upcoming friendly. Coach, that should give us a fair idea of trying to read into the mind of Carlos.
Yeah, with what I've seen, me, I've shifted maybe Jordan to this side. Yeah. Let's see what will happen. I don't know. They may.
So you're looking at him from operating from the left.
Exactly, instead of the central area. But just in case he plays in the middle,
sure,
that is okay. And seeing where Mensah is playing, is one of the center backs.
Sure.
That means that he will not be doing too much attacking football. So we'll keep our 3-back and make sure that we leave the wider areas for Fatawu and Senaya to operate from. Partey and Owusu will be, managing the midfield. So looking at Kamaldeen also, he will be supporting Fatawu. That means both will be manning the right side of the wide areas.
The wide areas.
So let's see. I think it's not a bad selection, and I'm only hoping these boys will click and Ghanaians will be happy for once, because we have made a lot of noise. And coming back to Carlos' squad for the World Cup, I think Ghanaians are not complaining a lot because they think the squad is not bad. Those who were left out were due to minor injuries here and there. I think the one player people were complaining about was maybe Andrea Ayew and no, the US guy.
Joseph Pinto.
Joseph Pinto. So that means 95 plus percent are all in favor of the squad. So the only thing we as Ghanaians have to do is to support this team. Now they are there, whether we like it or not. They are going to lift the flags of Ghana very high over there. All that we need to do is to support them, and I want to really see the first 45 minutes of this game so that we can dive into who is doing what at what particular time.
So at least the first 15 or so minutes of the game will give us a fair idea of how the team will be shaping up on the field of play, playing against Wales. This is the first time that the Black Stars will be engaging Wales in a match, a high-profile match such as this. We are wholly hoping that the results will be favorable enough for us all. I'm sure Carlos will be looking at it from a few angles. Yes, whether we can withstand the opposition in front of us. Number 2, whether we can improve on past performances of friendly matches that we have played before he took over. And of course, the adaptation. Sometimes those are some of the key areas the technical coaches such as yourself, you look out for. It is not too much of the names of the players, but the quality they can produce on the field.
Exactly. you look at the players, their technical abilities,
Sure.
and what you feel as a coach, this player can do at any particular time. You see, this will go a long way to, you know, tell the coach that with what I've seen from the training grounds, this person can do this, he can do that, even though he hasn't done it before. But from what I'm seeing from the training grounds, you know, playing Kamaldeen and Fatau should be, it's a matter of communication. One will drift indefinitely behind the striker when we don't have the ball. And one will go out to the wider areas to expect the ball so that we can stretch the opposing team and try to find our way into the final third. So, for me, let's see how they understand this. I'm happy he's playing the 3-4-3. It's a good system, and if players know what to do exactly at what time, it will help. At all that I'm saying is, if the 3-4-3 will work for us, to depend on Partey and Owusu.
Elisha.
Because they will be the heartbeat in the
Exactly.
middle.
When we are not able to supply the wider areas, it won't go well for us.
It won't go well.
What is good with this system is try and feed your wider areas so that you stretch the opposing team and find your way to the final third.
Sure.
You know, I think that is where the adaptation comes in. Because when you look at these players, most of them can play multiple positions.
Yes.
Personally, when you look at the UEFA system, the formation they brought, it's different from how I know the players. Because I think it would rather be Marvin Senaya, Jerome Opoku, and Jonas Adjete in the back three. Gideon Mensah, Kamaldeen Sulemana as wing back. Fatau Issahaku, Jordan Ayew, and Prince Edukabna as the front three. Because when you look at the back three they brought, we have two left-footed central defenders. It will not work in the back three because Jerome Opoku is a left-footed central defender.
Yes, he is.
Gideon Mensah is a left-footed either wing back or lateral defender.
Yes.
So I think Marvin Senaya will be the one playing the right-sided central defense out of the back three, and Jerome Opoku will play the left-sided of the central defense. So Gideon Mensah will move to the wing-back position.
The wing-back position.
So I think it's a good formation. It's about how the players will adapt to that system.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do that. We'll get the best out of it.
And even talking about the adaptation, which also means that we are expecting to see some amount of fluidity
Exactly.
and flair in the game.
That is what coach was talking about, how important Thomas Partey and Elisha Owusu will be.
They are the key. They are the
two of them
hub
in
of the
today's game. They looks like a modern day 6. So who will be the number 8 in the team? Who will come and carry the ball from the back, process the ball to the attack? That is where the job is. I don't know if it will be Thomas Partey or Elisha Owusu. Thomas Partey is calm on the ball, just to distribute the ball from the deep row. The normal way we used to call that name is deep line playmaker.
Yeah.
That deep row. So it's Elisha Owusu playing as a 6 or Thomas Partey playing as a 8. That is what you want to see on the field.
You know, definitely I know Thomas Partey will drop deep down to always come and receive
the ball.
You know, he also have the quality to, you know, circulate the ball.
To let the game flow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So me, all that I want to see is Elijah Owusu and Thomas Partey delivering their passes to our wider areas. That is one of the ways we can, you know, attack the opponent easily. You know, the coach is, I believe, is resting Semenyo to look at other options. Yeah. So that is why I said that today, whoever finds himself in the starting lineup should convince the coach. Because he knows that you haven't been getting enough playing time.
Sure.
So go today, improve yourself, and get yourself back into the team.
I think proving themselves should be water off a duck's back for the players, because apart from the fact that they have the opportunity today to represent Ghana, it is almost always a pride and some form of privilege to wear the national team jersey, you know. Coach Maxwell Konadu, I remember the good old days of the Olympics, especially Barcelona 92, and the kind of output And that, for me, that registers on my mind quickly because I was able to follow that competition through and through until we were able to come back home with a bronze medal. It's good to see the Ghanaians also turning up at the stadium because it also gives encouragement to the players, especially when they play again in front of their countrymen and women. And I'm sure that the Jama and the singing and dancing will be a lot more. Again, concentration will be on the output of the game because we are going to see this bunch of players play together as a team for the very first time. And also, one area I wanted Coach to also touch on, especially as we are going forward, because there's life after the World Cup. We've got some young talent in the team who have a couple of years to stretch for the senior national team, the Black Stars. I was thinking that maybe after the World Cup, we will take the opportunity, or around the World Cup, we will take the opportunity to also take a look at those that can fall in the open spaces as the team grows. Because like we rightly indicated, Jordan will not be there for long. This is his third. There are other players who are hitting their second.
His last.
Well, exactly. You know, so again, it gives us an opportunity as Ghanaians to also take a look at what kind of quality we are looking at in a couple of years.
Yeah, fortunately for us, where Partey has been operating from, that is where Ghana, our strength has always been.
Sure.
So we won't struggle too much at that position. Okay. But maybe losing Jordan very soon will be a challenge. And the strikers, the young strikers that are coming up, we need to encourage them. We need to, give them all the support to at least, discover another Asamoah Gyan or another Jordan, another Andrea, So let's see how it goes. The young ones, I'm happy some of them are in the team.
Yes.
Brazil always does it. They bring a very young player to just, sit on the bench and observe the World Cup. They did it to Ronaldinho, Robinho, and you can count and count and count.
Sure.
So seeing some young players in there is very good. So I think the coach, he understands the game. He's very experienced, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, I see. Okay. And anyway, after this game, we also have, I want to believe, one more game.
You will play Jamaica on the 10th.
On the 10th of June against Jamaica. Clearly gives us a fair idea of how the coach wants to wrap up preparations. Okay, our last 5 matches have not been the best for us. Mexico beat us 2. Germany did us 2-1. Austria was the heaviest 5-1. South Korea beat us by 1. Japan beat us by 2. Now, for a lot of Ghanaians, the average Ghanaian, matches maybe for the technical team, yes, it's a worry. But they are also looking at other components of the game. Coach, we shouldn't be too worried about these results, should we?
No, when you're getting closer to
the main
event, you have to be worried.
You must put your house in order
about the scoreline.
Okay.
Even if you are losing such games, 2-1, 1-0, is better.
It's better.
But going down heavily, it breaks
like 5-1.
It breaks the confidence in camp and all that. Players are not too sure whether their colleagues can even support them in the World Cup. So today, we shouldn't go down too heavy. But I believe we can do something and at least manage a slim win in this game. I have confidence in the coach, and I believe in the way he has started.
Okay.
Yeah. So he can straightforward look into the face of a big player and say, you can wait on the bench and let me see some other young guys and see. So this is a sign of a top coach that we went for. So
and I think the desire to die for the nation should be a key thing to some of these players. The coach may do his best for the team, but the desire for some of these players to kill themselves the national team. In recent time, we don't see it in our players. Compared to 20 years ago, the kind of work John Mensah, Samuel Sekufor, Adukwe Papo, John Painter, Maitu Amwa will be doing for the Black Stars of Ghana. In modern days, these young players who are playing for the Black Stars of Ghana, it looks like a team. So the desire to kill themselves for the national jersey is not there with some of these players who are playing for the national team now. So I think the coach should bring that thing in the national team. For the amount of money we are paying them, the amount of allowance we are giving them, there are a lot of players at the back who want to come into the team. You need to die and make sure you are there for the nation.
I see.
You know the generations have changed.
Sure.
The way
Over time.
the way we used to see the national team when you are invited as a player,
Then
how anxious you become, how you want to leave your club and
Sure.
report on time and all that.
Sure.
The situation is a bit different today.
Yes, I
And that
agree.
is why we have to get a psychologist, we have to, bring in a lot of people to, support the team in one way or the other. But back then, we didn't have all these psychologists and fitness coaches and all that. But that is when we played so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the generational thing that has changed that we need to, bring back. I think
one of the things is most of these players didn't pass through the system of Ghana football.
Exactly.
Division 1 Premier League. When you look at the first 11 there, majority of them didn't play in our league.
I mentioned one. It's not his majority.
It's not. I accept. I accept.
One.
Anyway, I'm sure that the major consensus is that we should do well in this match and wrap up our preparations nicely. Thank you very much to Medimafo Herbal Clinic, Anointed Engineering, and of course the GC brand. We are thanking you very much for your support. We are going to do a very quick break. When we come back, we'll be getting close to kickoff, and so we'll be joining the action and see how the first half will go for the senior national team, the Black Stars. Do stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Cultures and nationalities. Choose from our spacious 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom apartments, each crafted for comfort, style, and convenience. Enjoy breathtaking moments at our rooftop bar, the perfect space for fresh air, meetings, and entertainment. Book your stay at Anointed Executive Apartments today.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Express yourself every day. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chesena me ankasa me period na say problems wom ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro a me fae no ene ma won kra me enu foforo kwa na me coin mu a eba ti ani je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante and then ko end point o mama nura and then ho eden a watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you.
Of Acrobato.
Hello.
Hey, ohwehwe what che.
Okay.
A free bra would the end point what dance. I'm a choir no. Me Jones sema na nkoyie and person na my emre nyina na magina sabema. Na me be fear for there. E ho na nyina jaresa.
You heard everything. I have secret. End point is my secret. End point homeopathic clinic. I'm free.
Very much soon we'll be crossing over to the Cardiff City Stadium for that encounter between Wales and Ghana. The teams have wrapped up on the field of play. We've been bringing you snippets whilst we had the chat, and very soon it will be time for action. the Black Stars will get onto the field of play, and we are looking forward with eagerness how the performance will be, at least the first 15, 20 minutes of the game. It gives us a fair idea of the expectations of the team. Now, for the African countries that are going to the FIFA World Cup, on the screen, we're showing you their ranking according to FIFA. So, for example, Morocco is the highest ranked African team going to the FIFA World Cup. They are in the 8th position. 14th is Senegal. Then the Egyptians follow in the 28th position, Algeria 29th, Cote d'Ivoire 34th. It goes on like that. And guess what? Ghana is the last, the lowly placed African country going to the FIFA World Cup. And ahead of Ghana, you've got Cape Verde, you've got the South Africans, and of course, DR Congo and Tunisia as well. Coach, does that matter a lot?
Normally to the team, this doesn't play any role in affecting the team or something. You see, if you quite remember, the year we beat Czech Republic, they were second on the world ranking. So these ones is just for
ranking purposes,
ranking purposes, and those who are doing some analysis that they can use.
But that also means that we may not have a team with big names, but they can surprise.
Yeah, the problem I have with our team today is but if we are not the confidence,
consistency also.
Yeah. So when you check carefully, those who played the last World Cup, how many are even here?
Yeah.
We have almost a new.
Entirely new.
In the lineup, it's only Gideon Mensah.
Yes.
He
was there the last time, yes.
That is where my problem is. Apart from that, if we are able to hold our back line very well, I think we'll do well.
Does the consistency levels we're talking about, is it dependent on the individual players?
No, it's a collective effort. But players get used to each other when they play for longer periods.
Exactly.
They understand each other. They talk to each other, and for even collision, they will never collide. But this new setup, let's see, everybody wants to, impress. And by doing that, some will do things, and it may not go well. My only problem with the team today is how our defense will, hold the back line for Ghana.
For example, when you look at our back three, they have not played together for Ghana before. So this is their first time. Jonas and Jerome, they've not played together before. Adding Gideon Mensah, Marvin Sanaya, they've not played together before. Even though Gideon Mensah and Marvin Sanaya played for the same club in Auxerre, in the French league, but it's different when you are playing for the national team.
Yeah.
The defenders, apart from Gideon Mensah, nobody has been to the World Cup before. But when you look at the attack, from midfield to the attack, Thomas went to the last World Cup. Elias also went to the last World Cup. Fatai Issahaku went to the last World Cup. Jordan went to the last World Cup. And of course, Kamal Dean also went to the last World Cup. So for the front, maybe it's quite okay. But the defense, inexperienced.
That'll be a problem. Okay, well, the Wales are also looking forward to this game, like I said earlier on. And indeed, under their head coach, their current head coach, Craig Bellamy, they haven't won a match, which means that he is also coming in maybe with the same sort of mindset that Coach Carlos also has. He's put the team together. Now I need to see you perform. So obviously both sides will be looking at issues of the game plan, the action, the mentality on the field of play. It should give us a fair idea of, or it should give us a fair and a balanced, friendly game.
Yeah, they are also, in a panic state because their team haven't been winning.
No.
And we can also capitalize on that and put some fear in them in the opening minutes of the game. So we don't have to just sit back and wait for them to play. When we give them that chance and they get too confident on the ball, they may worry our team. We should also carry the game to them as and when we have the ball. One thing most of these Europeans do well is the transition.
Okay.
You can play a quick counter-attack, and if you are not careful, before you realize they will be up by a goal or two. So that is one thing we need to be careful of quick transition to defend.
Quick transition to defend is what we are looking at. The team is coming out of the dressing rooms and joining us on the field of play. And once we get the green light, we'll be crossing over to Cardiff City Stadium and take a look at how proceedings will go. First 45 minutes coming up. Let's go straight to the Cardiff City Stadium and enjoy the first 45 minutes. We'll come your way again at half-time.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Cymru. Sing it loud, sing it proud.
Wolfsburg in Germany. De Silva. Coventry City to promotion to the Premier League. He plays in the Welsh squad in Sedan. Cruz played his part. Here's Roden. Williams. It was a pretty robust challenge on Dan James. The referee has given the free kick. It was Mensah.
Yeah, it won't be the first time he receives one of these tonight either, Dan James.
Roden. James is an outlet. Nice right, takes on Mensah. Held that ball. Trying to find the oncoming Sheehan and Moore, of course, in the middle.
Yeah, it's a good intervention from Partey.
It's won back by Thomas. Wales certainly on the front foot in this opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's interesting to look at how Ghana have set up. It said in the formation at the start they'd be a 3 at the back, but keep your eye on Mensah. It's almost like he's been tasked with just keeping the eye on James, and that's a crunching challenge in from Ampadu as well. He did get the ball, but he got a lot of the man as well.
Physio's on. Just assess Sulemana for the Southampton player. When you've got a World Cup to look forward to, I suppose you dread every harsh tackle. And Michael Essien on the right there.
Yeah, he played well this week, actually. I think I saw him in that charity match, that famous charity match going on. What a player he was, and they have brought the vibes, haven't they, to Cardiff today.
Heading to a World Cup, and I think they will be confident. Panama, Croatia and England, they feel that there are games that they can get points out of. Oh, it's a wonderful run from James into Moore. Well, the pace of Dan James causing Ghana issues, and Ajide had to take immediate action.
Oh, it's just a brilliant through ball through to him. Defence cutting pass from Nico Williams, and he has the beating of him for pace. It's a brilliant intervention by Ajite, had to get there. Just put it into an area, Dan James.
And it's Ziggy. The long ball forward, which was met by Williams. James is seeing an awful lot of the ball. It's run back by Ayew, Mensah to the aforementioned Ajite. Ayew's offside. It was an early flag.
Yeah, and it is something they're going to have to keep an eye on, the Welsh back line, because there is 3 of them up there, which is one more than you usually have to deal with. I'm not sure he does stray too far off. The bright yellow sleeves standing out to the linesman.
Moore on the turn, met by Mensah. Lawler's header forward. Thomas trying to chase down Sanaya. That's good play. Booze for the former Arsenal man Thomas Partey. Jete Opoku. Mensah. Feed it down that wing, but Williams did well. There's a tenacity about Wales. Brooks. De Silva. Thomas trying to get round Sanaya. Commits the foul. It's a quickly taken free kick. Too quick for Josh Sheehan, I think.
Oh, they are taking no prisoners whatsoever. Neither should they. As you say, they're excited to go to the World Cup, but they've got a manager to impress. Just in post since April, and he managed 1 game, but as the guys in studio said, he's not actually been in the dugout. So you want to go in good form, you want to get picked for the starting lineup, you also want to stay fit.
Rob Richardson is a vastly experienced coach for us. Portugal, Iran, Colombia, Egypt, Qatar. Of course, Manchester United assistant boss as well. Ayew, the first time close control. Fatawu, it's opened up for him, and Lawler gets the vital touch. Adu. He's done well to find room. Eventually back to Owusu. And the first real attack for Ghana, and it's taken 7 minutes. And Owusu continues his run. Ball forward looking for Ayew. And that will go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good little spell though for Ghana. As you said, it's the first time that they've managed to actually hold it up. It was fizzed in towards the legendary Ghanaian player Jordan Ayew, and he managed to bring it down expertly. It's a little bit more like what he'll want to see from his team.
Record-breaking or record-equalling night for Jordan Ayew. 120 caps along with his brother. Comes from a dynasty of great African players. His father, Bini Pele Ayew, regarded as one of the greatest African players of all time. He's played in the Premier League with Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, as well as Swansea.
I knew you'd get the Swansea bit in, Simon.
It's that sort of experience that can be invaluable with a World Cup ahead. Lawler. Thomas. Stoke City. Ghana, 4 times winners of the African Cup of Nations, although the last being in 1982, best remembered for their exploits at the 2010 World Cup. Memorable quarter-final against Uruguay. And that Luis Suarez handball.
I know. They were robbed on the day, weren't they? And we can all still see those celebrations from Suarez, the villain, in the tunnel when they got the decision and they got the result.
Was that a foul on Williams? The referee says yes. And Adu, well, he was late with his challenge. It was perhaps more to do with Williams's footwork.
Yeah, it's just really good disguise. He's shaping as if he's going to deliver it first time, and it's just caught slightly on the ankle, but they can load this up as if it is a corner now.
Craig Bellamy, interesting to reveal this week that he has been approached by other clubs, or has had more than just links. As Burnley and Celtic have been mentioned, and has fully committed himself to the Welsh cause. And it's Brooks to take this free kick. Thomas standing over it too. Brooks, corner ball. Well, the keeper, Atizigi, committed himself, but it was a wicked hit from Brooks.
Yeah, it was. Brilliant pace on it, and it's begging to be hit, isn't it? I think it's a defender that gets a little touch on it. Yeah, just before the goalkeeper comes, but really good delivery, asked a question.
It was Ajete who got the crucial touch. It is a Welsh corner to be taken by Thomas. It's a short one. Batix, and saving his team.
Oh, it's outstanding athleticism, isn't it? And reaction time. Right behind it here in the gantry, and it looked to all the world as if it was bulleting into that far net from Dan James.
It's the closest we've come. The terrific two-handed save from Atizigi. Plays his football in St. Gallen in Switzerland. Lawler. Loose pass to De Silva. Let's go all the way back to Maldalo. Wales have enjoyed more of the possession. Certainly have the better chances.
Yeah, there's a little opportunity, I think, for Wales to look at the movement of David Brooks. If you watch Opoku of Ghana, number 18, you can't miss. Has just been tasked clearly with sticking to Kiefer Moore, and Kiefer Moore keeps dropping in. There's a little space between the centre-backs that Brooks is threatening to run into. And with players like Lawler and Roden who can thread that ball, that could be a way through for Wales.
Lawler. Thomas. Lawler has a championship campaign to look forward to. He impressed at Cardiff City last season. That is a nice ball to Williams. James. Williams. There's an option of Thomas. Oh, that's good work from Nico Williams. Brooks. Moore. James. James has another chance, and it all hits the bar. attack isn't over. De Silva just about kept hold of the ball after losing his feet, but how about that for a chance?
It's like total football from Wales, wasn't it? Brilliant intricate play, 1-2 touch, and a bit of fortune along the way as well, but so unlucky from Dan James.
Ghana will be happy to see that ball just go out. But Dan James, he's had a header saved, and he's hit the upright.
Yeah, he was so lively. They kept it really well, Wales, around the halfway line, but it was him that started the move.
Has kept Ghana in this. It's been an impressive opening quarter for Wales. De Silva. Sheehan. Thomas. Sheehan has to work hard to keep it in. He did just that. May have crossed the line there. Certainly some of the Ghanaian defenders felt that.
Yeah, I think Wales just stopped more than anything else for expecting the linesmen to put their flag up.
It's opened up now for Fatawu. 2 players to beat here. Overlapping is Sanaya. Beating of De Silva, has he? It's a goal kick. A huge roar from behind that goal from these passionate Ghana fans.
Yeah, it's interesting actually that Ayew chose to change ends at the start. Usually I think you'd want to be shooting towards your home fans in the second half. Should you need a goal in the dying stages. Tell you what, he's looking well, isn't he, Carlos Queiroz?
More. The hold-up play. Sulemana among those in the middle. Sanaya. Jete. Apoku. Mensah. It's good play from Sulemana. And it's Ghana's turn to, I was going to say ping the ball around a bit. Just a loose pass there, but you can see the quality on the ball.
Yeah, and I think it's doing them a disservice to say that they're a team that are just going to try and hurt Wales in the counter-attack. It's not that at all. They had an opportunity when it broke for Ayew to actually play forward very quickly. I think they had a little 5-on-4 on at one point. Now we know it's a non-negotiable for any Craig Bellamy team to do that, but they're looking to really keep possession in and around the Welsh box, in fairness.
Roden. Always looking for James, his Leeds teammate, and he's away. He is away. Dan James in towards Sheehan. Well, that is Dan James at his best, running into space and terrorising defenders.
It's like vintage Dan James in a vintage shirt, isn't it? He's absolutely full of beans in this opening 20 minutes down the right-hand side. Keep feeding him. His combination play with Nico Williams as well is causing them all sorts of headaches.
Brooks. Being played in the stand by the Barry Horns band. Oh, that's a very good turn from Jordan Ayew. Looks like he's got Adu to his left. Still with Adu. Just couldn't find his way through 3 defenders.
I think the thing for Ghana is Ayew is obviously their main man. Lots of the good spells they've had in this opening half have come through him, but it's when he's dropping in and getting on the ball, they then don't have a real focal point, centre-forward presence to be running beyond him to cause Lawler or Rodon any real problems.
There's a retro feel tonight, Nia. Hear this tune, I think of that Romania game in '93, but that'll be a discussion for next week. Here's Ayew on the turn. Well, he was watched closely by Lawler, but he is capable.
Yeah, it's just good centre-forward play, something out of nothing. Look at this little turn. touch with the outside of the foot and a bit of a lashed finish, but he was on fire in qualifying for them, in fairness, for the World Cup this summer. Got 7 goals in their 8 games, and that was the brilliant combination play between Williams and James, who looks right up for this one. He's not thinking about his holidays at all. It was a good intervention from Partey in the end. Good as well to see Josh Sheehan bombing in there. I know earlier on in the week Nathan Blake asked him could he chip in with a few more forward runs and goals, so maybe he's listened, I don't know.
Well, I listened to Blakey anyway. James is having an inspired evening so far, and here he goes again, looking for more this time. Well, the out-and-out winger has been considered perhaps passé in modern-day football, but when you've got the speed of Dan James, it can be so effective. Scored that memorable goal, didn't he, against Bosnia and Herzegovina? We thought at that point it was going to be a glorious night.
Just look how tall he is when he gets up there. He's not the biggest of men, but it's him that has certainly been his danger man in this opening half. And poor Mensah, who's playing left back for Ghana tonight, has been a very busy 20 minutes.
It's been a difficult season for Dan James. Has had ankle injuries, rib injury as well. There's Lawler. Played in that game against Bosnia as well, and has had a astonishing 12 months really in terms of his development.
Yeah, and I know a lot's been spoken about Nico Williams picking up the famous award at Nottingham Forest, but there's a few Welsh players who picked up awards, and Lawler is one of them. Picked up Young Player of the Year at Cardiff City.
Fully deserved too. For goal kick. Yeah, a number of awards. Imagine Ethan Ampadu winning the Player of the Season award again at Leeds United. Dylan Lawler there. Atizigi with the goal kick. Brooks going in with a Owusu. Nicely out to Mensah. Owusu to Opoku. Of course, if you're one of these Ghanaian players, you mentioned it, you are desperate to impress your coach and start those group games, starting with Panama in Toronto.
Oh yeah, and you only have to look at the corner over there in the Cardiff City Stadium to see the thirst that the country has for its football and its sport. They've brought a host of colour and vibrancy and whistles and noise and song today.
More beaten to it. There's a foul by JT. Would be unfortunate there. Ghana defender. It was certainly a ball to be contested.
Yeah, and he does actually make it, you can see, but not at an international level. The referees enjoy you going through the back of someone to get there.
Ampadu with a captain's armband to Roden. It's Lawler. Always looking towards James on that right-hand side. Wales switching wings now with Thomas. Lawler. Sheehan. Thomas looking for the early ball here. Finds James. Brooks. Brooks hits it. Straight at the keeper. First shot on target for David Brooks.
Yeah, and you're right, they definitely do want to target that right-hand side, Wales, but it's important that they move the ball first. That's what they did. They brought it down this left-hand side, find the switch out to James, and it opens up that little pocket inside to Brooks. Doesn't quite get the angle on it that he needs. It was well read by the keeper.
Panama first for Ghana in Group L at the World Cup in Toronto. England in Massachusetts. Croatia in Philadelphia. So the games are spread out.
Yeah, they certainly are. And as you say, that it's just a brilliant vibe, I think, that the African nations bring to major tournaments. They're awkward to play against. They can always cause an upset. We saw it just last year, didn't we, in a friendly with England, how well Senegal did, really surprised people. So we've got top players at top clubs across Europe as well, so not to be underestimated in that group whatsoever.
Out of a free kick. Of course, in the last World Cup, Morocco became the first African side to reach the semi-finals. It was Pele's great prediction once that an African side will win it. Will it be this year? Who knows? James the target again. And Owusu. He was trying to shield the ball, maybe guide it out for a throw. It's away to Adu. Foul by Roden.
Yeah, it's always going to be again when you're clattering through the back of a centre forward, but they're so ball hungry, Ghana. Whenever a ball is fizzed into feet, you know whoever is marking them is going to jump out. I think Wales can use that to their advantage, that movement needs to stay high off the ball. Keeper off her and you'll draw people out of positions eventually.
That is Ziggy. It's a fairly straight ball for Roden to deal with. The Silva in space. Lawler. Ghana's point of view, how much does a result matter ahead of this World Cup? You wonder, is it just about performances, fitness?
Well, the cliche answer that any of the footballers, if you ask them this week or post-match, they'll say the performance is more important, but heading into a tournament, it's all about confidence and momentum. You saw the togetherness before kick-off. You heard it before kick-off, not just outside the ground, but even Tom Lockyer and Alex Richards could hear it from the changing room, and that's a huge part of what makes teams like Ghana so effective at these tournaments, is that feeling and that vibe and that culture of togetherness. So nothing helps that more than a win.
Great chance for Wales here. Ghana have to organise themselves as they're ready for Thomas's free kick. Adu and Sulemana composing that two-man wall. Thomas's delivery towards Moore. Well, the Ghana defenders have been told to look out for him for sure.
Yeah, and he peels off really nicely. It's good movement. I'll tell you what, it's a brave header. I think it's Sanaya. Gets there just ahead of it, and a slight clash of heads afterwards that both of them are feeling slightly, but sure they'll shake it off.
Kiefer Moore has just come off the first season at Wrexham, almost getting to the Championship playoffs. Did suffer injuries midway through the season and missed a fair few games.
Well, one was a bigger loss than that Bosnia playoff, was it? Such a loss in that game. Even if he didn't start, what he could have brought to the team if he'd thrown him on towards the end of it or in extra time during set plays.
Rare touch for Darlow. Oh, it's a risky back pass. Ayew! And Darlow makes up for his mistake. Well, it should be 1-0.
It really should be, and as you say, it's a really rare touch. And it's the right option, but there's just nowhere near enough power on it from Darlow. It's good smother in the end, and he does well to keep it in as well, but maybe a little bit of lack of concentration. He spent so long in this first half not having to do anything.
A let-off for Wales and Karl Darlow. Thomas. Again looking for James, the late runner on that right-hand side. Well, he did recover, Karl Darlow.
Yeah, he recovered really well, and in fairness, he's had a good domestic season as well. #1 at Leeds United, one of 5 players in this squad that play up at Ellen Road, but wow, what a let-off that was. That would have been totally against the run of play.
It's coming to an end at the Premier League side.
Maybe he just wanted another save on his highlights reel, maybe, who knows.
Has made some terrific saves for Wales since sort of establishing himself under Craig Bellamy. Suleiman has done well. Looks for Fatawu. Just misread either with a long ball or by Fatawu himself. I'll leave that one up to you, Nia.
Yeah, I think Fatawu can hold his width for a little bit longer, because it's an awkward one for Jay Da Silva, that, because his body has to face the ball. He has to deal with it coming into the box if he needs to, so it's an awkward one. Execution of the pass not right, but I think Fatawu can hold out towards this touchline for a little bit longer.
Roden. James. A rough tackle by Partey, who's booked. First yellow card for the former Arsenal man.
Yeah, and he deserves it. And this is the first chance we've seen Dan James coming inside as well, so that rotation and that interchange with David Brooks, and it's a clear foul from Partey. Just cannot cope with him, can they?
Now with no Harry Wilson, this is ideal territory, I would suggest, for either Brooks, maybe even Nico Williams. James is hobbling a bit here. One to keep an eye on, but is this in shooting distance? It is. I think Brooks fancies it.
I think he probably does. He's not short on confidence or ability, in fairness, David Brooks. Even if they feel they can get a parry out of the goalkeeper, there's plenty of bodies in there closing in.
Harry Wilson's not around. The Wales have David Brooks and they have Nico Williams. And it didn't quite work out for Wales as planned.
No, there wasn't quite enough on the layoff to take it away from the player closing down. It was Adu, got a good block in.
Wales have a Nations League campaign to look forward to back in Ligue A. As you mentioned, top opposition as well. That's a nice ball to Brooks. Is he in here? Well, the two defenders in question did the job, Mensah and Opoku.
Yeah, that's definitely the ball though from Lawler. Well spotted again. It's that interchange, more dropping in for feet. He's dragging one of the centre-backs out, and there is space there for Brooks to attack.
Yeah, Wales back in Ligue A in the Nations League, and some really good games to look forward to. Portugal, Norway, Denmark.
Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting for the players to test themselves against the very best, but also for the fans to see some players that they maybe have only seen on television so far.
Thomas tries the back heel, won by Sanaya, picked up by Ayew. Force back to Ajete. Ultimately back with the goalkeeper Atazigi. Sulemana. Ajete. Opoku. Is there an offside flag? There is, I think. Lawler and Roden were anticipating that against Adu.
Yeah, I think Rodon especially was confident that he'd strayed off. It's good for him because he's looking across, he can see the ball and he can also see his centre-back partner, so it's a good line.
Despite the half-full stadium, it's been a cracking atmosphere in here so far. The Welsh fans have certainly added to that. We mentioned the terrific support from Ghana. As Welsh fans would enjoy a goal certainly here. As Thomas Wales tries the cross, blocked. Ampadu. Lawler. He's got a lot of men forward here as Roden plays it to De Silva. Sheehan did well, steers it to Roden. Williams was looking for James again, wasn't he? Ghana have cottoned onto that. Through pass to Dan James. They have to double up on him. It's a through ball through the middle this time to Moore and Brooks. And Josh Sheehan.
Yeah, and a little apology as well from Brooks. I think he threatened to make that little dart, but pulled out at the last second. But this is good patience from Wales. This is what they'll have anticipated as well, is having to really break down a stubborn Ghana defence.
De Silva will easily go to Atazigi, winning his 29th cap, the 29-year-old. A Red Bull Salzburg player. Ampadu. Sheehan. Was that intended for James? He may still get there, Dan James. I don't think that was the first intention of Josh Sheehan there. What can Ghana do in response? Adu, completely surrounded. But Wales could be vulnerable here. Owusu to that side, and it's straight into the hands of Darlow. It's the worst attempt from Sulemana.
No, and they were vulnerable, weren't they, Wales? They gambled on winning it on this near side, and in fairness to Nico Williams, at full stretch, he takes all of the zip out of the effort. But they've shown a couple of signs now, haven't they, Ghana, of what they can do if Wales make a mistake.
Roden. James has made the run again. Every single time he looks dangerous. Mensah did a good job there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a little bit predictable from Wales now. I think he's improved in the last 10 minutes, Mensah. His distance is a little bit better. He's not diving in quite as excitably as he was in the opening 10 minutes and getting done from speed from Dan James. But they don't need to force it, Wales. It's a chance to really keep switching the play it through the midfield. I'd like to see a little bit more movement from Brooks, Sheehan and Ampadu as well. I think that will start dragging players out of key positions on the pitch.
Ayew releasing Sulemana. Terrific recovery block from Williams. It is a corner to Ghana, right by those visiting fans.
He just does all the basics of what a fullback should do exceptionally well. That's why he got 48% of the vote at Forest, and they've got some pretty good players. But just listen to this. This is the reaction to a corner, by the way.
And if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. Wales to stand firm here. The first corner they have to defend. And it's an in-swinger towards Opoku, and the big man was running in. Vital touch from Joe Roden.
And I think it's Kiefer Moore in there as well, in that front post position. It's him that gets the nod just before Roden, well positioned, and that's how vital he is. We talk about how effective he is on set pieces. It's not just attacking ones, it's what he adds to the defensive plays as well.
Sanaya goes short. Much room to manoeuvre here. And he's won another corner off De Silva, and that'll get the crowd going again.
And Wales, like a lot of teams, have a mixture of man markers and zonal defenders, so if you want to make this and match the noise that their fans are trying to bring, they need to get some runners across the front of Kiefer Moore especially.
this time. Again, Opoku was the target. Fatawu. Tries to get round Nico Williams, who stood tall, in fairness. Sanaya's shot high and wide into those noisy fans, but Ghana have grown into this half possibly near.
Yeah, and it's just the excitement when they attack down that side. A little bit of flair from Fatawu, but he recovers really well. Williams just gets his body in the way, and in fairness to Josh Sheehan, just mopping up for his teammate as well. Can't clear their lines though, Wales, and you can't blame them heading into half-time. I'm not sure they'll get that ball back from the fans though.
That's a call for a new one, I think. Thomas Tuchel in England will be thinking they will be watching this game with interest, no doubt about that. Those Group L games to come. Likewise Panama and Croatia as well. But there is talent on that Ghana bench, namely Semenyo, Thomas Asante, Inaki Williams. Pressure Carlos Queiroz is experimenting, trying to find his preferred 11.
I think that's probably what it is. He knows that Antoine Semenyo is going to be in every starting lineup if he's fit. He's had a very busy season, of course, but if they'll want to just see how he integrates into this team at some point tonight. As you say, that's part of the fun of being at a World Cup. You get to play nations you've never played before, very rarely get to play, so it's that unorthodox style that I'm sure Tuchel will be very wary of, and the other managers, of course.
Lawler. Can Wales find a breakthrough before the half-time break? Williams. Roden. Quickly in towards Brooks. Ampadu. Sheehan, De Silva, Thomas. Build-up play. Brooks. This is his kind of area. Now, Partey's already been booked here. It is a free kick. Brooks was in full flow. Now, what does the referee do here? Jordan Ayew and Ethan Ampadu, the two respective captains, will have their opinions.
Well, I just think he's a very, very lucky man that this is a friendly game. Because for me there, another yellow card is the least he deserves. It's exactly the same as the challenge that he got a yellow card for. He just absolutely takes out Brooks. He's nowhere near the ball. And if the referee's given a free kick, then on any other day he gets a second yellow card as well. Maybe a little bit of sentimentality coming in from the referee. He doesn't want to ruin the contest, but he deserves to be off.
Well, it's a decent position, this. One which may favour Nico Williams and his right foot.
I just wonder if they've got something else up there. Long retro sleeves here. We saw them try a little bit of a layoff just to change the angle. That's exactly what the keeper's doing now. He's lining it up, inch perfect where he wants the wall. He's going to cover the other side, but...
You notice Adu as well behind the wall near. Stop any intention of playing under the wall. But Williams can get this up and over. Brooks is certainly capable too.
There's a very tall wall though. Opoku, as we said, 6'5.5".
It's David Brooks who tries it. Falls to James. That's an excellent block. Really good block from Sanaya, actually. Through his body in front of Dan James.
Well, the manager said he wants to see these Ghanaian players die for the shirt, and we've seen a few challenges like that so far today. Absolute bodies on the line, flying at things.
Lawler. finishing the half strongly. Well, they commit too many men forward. Gives the likes of Fatawu the chance to counter. Here is the Leicester man. Fatawu looking for support. Owusu up to Mensah. And the header from De Silva, and the volley, it's deflected! Sanaya's effort almost crept in, and Darlow put it over the bar.
Oh, the reaction. He liked how sweetly he caught that, didn't he? It's a good defensive header from Jay De Silva. Unfortunately for Ghana, it's heading in this off the back of Sorba Thomas. He has to deal with it, Darlow. It's a deserved congratulations from Lawler.
He's certainly made up for his earlier mistake now, Karl Darlow. But still a corner to defend right on half-time. Ayew's delivery, and it's a Welsh free kick.
Yeah, Josh Sheehan did well. There's a slight mismatch in him picking up a Ajete, but he was just pulled to the ground. Bulldozed over.
We're still awaiting the first goal of this game. We've seen some excellent chances though near. Many of them have fallen to the men in red.
Yeah, they've certainly been a better team, Wales, but Ghana, when they've had a snapshot at going for goal, then they don't need a second invitation, and they'll be wary of that, Wales.
Darlow. Last real chance for Wales to get forward now in this first half. And it's half-time. Well, it's the type of atmosphere that deserves a goal, but we're still awaiting that. Dan James has come close on 2 occasions. A header that was saved and he hit the bar. Jordan Ayew has been a constant attacking presence for Ghana. And Karl Darlow has been called into action, certainly late in that first half with that deflected effort. But at half-time, it's Wales 0, Ghana 0.
Emri bi atwam apomuden ho nsem agi ensem ho emma osuru yedin amasase ediawere ho enti onyankopon nam da esumu eda enua eni habama ebeji adasama enkwa ekire adujamfi okumanini barima enu akire no adujamfi esa kotra kwayem ededuanan agwamfa nsuo ankana no menu mienu apomuden panti wenti enigisem onyankopon de yare nyina so tumi ahye Dr. Tamda Sonsa dise di wawuo anase yesie no nkoa ene wontimi na yaresa bia ho de wasiesie ho kama kakra bi bagye yaresa ewo kumase abuakwa agogo frayen 0244 774282
oyalefo bia kaise udimafo eye midimafo heba clinic Dr. Tamda Sonsa.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Express yourself every day. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Welcome to Anointed Engineering Services Limited. We specialize in selling, servicing of fuel-efficient diesel generators for homes, offices, factories, and more. With 5-year warranty, 24-hour emergency support, repairs, rentals, and genuine parts. At our subsidiary, Anointed Technical Training Institute, we bridge theory and practice with 80% hands-on training. We offer programs in electricals and control, open to JHS, SHS, tertiary students, and school dropouts with all year-round admission, with 15% tuition discount, industrial attachment, and job-ready skills for self-employment. Whether you need reliable power solutions or inspiring technical training, we are here for you. Visit us in Accra, Odoko, Kumasi, Asokwa, or our 22 branches in Ghana. Anointed Generator Services Limited, the generator expert.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, you, let him talk to you. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chesena me ankasa me period no say problem suwum. Ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa. Na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo he bibia na so mo meduro me fae no ene ma won kra me enu foforo kwa na mkwan mu a eba. Ti ani je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante. And then you call endpoint, or Mamma Nura, and then the white dear, what's me a sorry ananti.
That's endpoint for you.
Of Acrobato.
Hello.
Hey, what chair?
Okay.
A free bra with the endpoint, what dance? I'm a choir, no. Me Joseph Sama name Quay, and pass one of my rain and a Magina Sabema. Now, I'm here for the hard in Jarissa.
You heard everything. I have secret. Endpoint is my secret. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
It's Lucky Win.
Let the fun and excitement begin. Your #1 online casino in Ghana, Lucky Win, is back with a bang. With more than 70 new exciting games and big cash prizes, including the popular Aviator, where you can win 1,000 times your bet amount. You can also win in the 500,000 Ghana cedis cash giveaways in the cash draw, cash rain, and give back daily promotions. Enjoy our welcome bonus and free gift coins available every single day. Just go to luckywin.com.gh on any of our smart devices and play a game. You can start with as low as 1 Ghana cedi and you stand to win big. My buddy, look sharp. Lucky Win. Play with less, win big.
All right, so first 45 minutes has been very, very eventful for the national team, the Black Stars. They've endeared themselves to the crowd. They've played their hearts out. Chances have not come their way, clear-cut chances, that is, but at least attempts have been made on target, and it's quite impressive. Atizigi, the goalkeeper for the first 45, has been in some good form, saving some sticky situations there for the national team. We've seen some coordinated effort as they go forward as well, but again, it's still not, received the clicking or the blessing, as it were. Wales have also created their own opportunities, have come forward near misses. Of course, one hitting the crossbar and one was a save by Lawrence Atizigi, which means that at least the first 45 minutes ends without any heartbreaks for Ghanaians, if I should call it that way. But there's a lot more to expect in the second half. I still have with me Nana Edu and of course, Coach Maxwell Konadu. Coach, let's do some tactical discussions now. And what did we see? What were the observations in the first 45 minutes? Goalkeeping, defending, midfield, attack.
Yeah, I think our boys have done well. We've kept a clean sheet in the first half, and the system we deployed was a 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
Which was very good. We are compact. For me, that is excellent. We kept our shape regardless of the situation. The defenders played their hearts out. And for me, two players really distinguished themselves, Senaya and Tizigi.
Okay.
So we have to, you know, continue to motivate them. Yeah, coming to the second half. Now we've known who Senaya is.
Yes.
He can really play. We have a right back.
He's a fighter.
So, yes, he's a fighter. So they should give other players the opportunity to also come and try what they can really do. It wasn't easy for Kamaldeen and Fatau because of the combination play the opponent is using. The one-touch split passes is really, you know, breaking our lines of defense, which is a bit worrying. But in all, we have kept our shape. We didn't lose focus throughout the 45 minutes, and that for me is very good.
It's at least it's pleasant news to hear. 45 minutes and no goals have been scored at this stage. Let's see how the game went on, at least as far as the first few minutes of the first half was concerned, and the Wales clearly showed their intent earlier on. Careful defending there. Jonas Ajeti has been quite a stalwart in defense, and he's played his lines out quite well. A few players have...
Friends, it's a good first half from the Black Stars of Ghana. One, we can see a Black Stars team starting. It tells me we wasted our time on the former coach of the Black Stars, Otto Addo. When Otto Addo is coaching the Black Stars team, you struggle to see most of our players constructing simple passes in our games. And I can see it from today's game. Players are not in a hurry to go all out with the ball, shoot at any angle. They are playing their normal game, passes very well. You can see the team is starting from defense, join the midfield to the attack. First 45 minutes, look at somebody like Thomas Partey. The Partey I know in the last 5 years, he will not be going for tackles like this in the first 45 minutes of a friendly game. In the first 45 minutes, it was only one yellow card in the game, and that was Thomas Partey. What does it tell you? The Partey that we know years back, we are now seeing it. He knows now there are young guys coming into the Black Stars team. If you don't compete well, you can go to the World Cup. Caleb Rentie, Elisha Owusu, Augustine Boachu will be starting ahead of you. Because it's a new coach.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to impress the new coach to be part of the setup going to the World Cup.
That's right.
Otto Addo make it look like Jonas Ajeti, Jerome Pupugu and the Lions are bad defenders. But look at the first 45 minutes of their game. How they start from the back, how they try to identify players from the midfield to receive the ball from the defense. They are doing well. Marvin Senaya, it looks like for now, it's quite okay. I want to see him in the first 15 minutes of the second half. He's played the same kind of football I saw in the first 45 minutes. It looks like we are getting a recognized right back going to the World Cup. Gideon Mensah, a little bit shaky. Maybe Baba will come and support him in the second half. So I was impressed about some few players and the kind of performance they put up in the first 45 minutes of the game, especially Lawrence Atizigi, Marvin Senaya, and the deputy captain, Thomas Partey.
Well, Partey nearly got booked for the second tackle, and it was a gruesome one. But obviously, for the fact that it's just a friendly, and there you see him going in strong, he didn't get close to the ball, that's for sure. You know, but at least, and coach made a point about this during the discussion before the match. We need to see commitment.
Exactly.
On the part of the players.
Exactly.
You emphasized on the fact that, look, this is your chance, this is your opportunity. You miss it, you're gone.
You're gone. You're gone.
And so we are seeing a lot more determination on the part of the players, which is good enough for the team building, unity, etc. is enough. They're all working for one another. But do you envisage that as part of the coach's plans, he may factor in a few changes, so we also get the opportunity to take a look at competence levels of the other players? Because, coach, right now there's a fight for places.
Yeah, now we can all say that we have a Partey that is back, fighting every single ball,
tackling,
doing everything. That is what we needed as Ghanaians. This is what we expect from the boys, because it wasn't easy back then, sitting down to see our team go down so easily, with players putting up any fight. So for me, what I've seen in these 45 minutes is a very good sign of a team.
I see. Okay. Second half beckons, and we definitely will be joining the action. The Wales team will be making a few changes, and I see the Ghanaian team also prepping to get a few players onto the field of play. Let's see how the second 45 will go.
Partey is out for Kosizibo.
Yes. So we obviously will see a few,
out for Brandon Thomas Asante.
We'll see a few changes in the team in the second half as we go along. A lot of grit and steel is expected. We need to maintain the composure and the psyche, not forgetting the shape of the team. Let's see how the second half will go. Let's cross over now to Cardiff City Stadium for the second half, and we'll join you again at full time.
Catherine. Changes for Ghana. And here's a fact for you, Nia Jones. Ghana have never lost a final World Cup warm-up match before going into the big tournament. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign for Wales.
Well, you're full of confidence up here in the gantry, aren't you? I didn't hear you tell Craig Bellamy that in the press conference this week. But for Wales, they've only won one of their last 11 friendlies, which is crazy. I know they picked some tough opponents to play against, but they'll certainly want to fix that today.
And among those being replaced for Ghana is the goalkeeper, Lawrence Ati-Zigi. He's made a terrific save, didn't he, from Dan James. It's coming on. Benjamin Asare actually played their last friendly against Mexico. This is 11th cap. Jordan Ayew about to get things underway. And we'll go through the other Ghana changes in due course. For Wales, no changes for this second half, Nia Jones, so far.
Yeah, and Kairos did actually name 5 goalkeepers in his long squad, so that's certainly an area he can chop down ahead of their trip to the States, and I wonder if he'll make an appearance. Antoine Semenyo, Wales will be hoping he doesn't.
Semenyo not one of those coming on. Sibo, Thomas Asante, a Coventry City player. So De Silva will know all about him. And Nuama, the other player who has come on. So 4 changes. Lawler has the ball for Wales. What will the message have been, do you think, from Craig Bellamy during that half-time break?
Well, he seemed to be trying to get messages on constantly to the midfielders in particular. He was in constant conversation really with David Brooks about the little pockets he thinks that he could occupy or maybe try and penetrate into. And that's how we've seen them score so many goals, isn't it, over the last few matches under Bellamy, as those runners from midfield, whether it be Wilson or James.
Thomas up against Sibo, one of the substitutes, and he's beaten him. Crunching tackle. Ghana have defensively been excellent so far. They're physical, and certainly a physical challenge there from Owusu. They've been uncompromising in their challenges, but Wales have not found a way through.
Yeah, and you have to admire it. It's just that aggression, real pride in wearing the shirt. Represent their countries at a World Cup, so absolutely taking no prisoners, but it's going to need some courage from Wales to keep taking them on. You know you're going to get clattered, you know you're going to get fouled, but you can't stop doing it. For players like Sorba Thomas and Dan James, they can't stop doing it and trying it.
Darlow to be on his guard for that looping, deflected effort right at the end of the first half. There's Lawler, Ampadu. Evading the tackle again of Owusu. Thomas. Just managing to find De Silva. Thomas Asante leading the chase for Ghana. He's only 7 years of age. A key player for Frank Lampard at Coventry City.
Yeah, and he got 12 goals this season, 30-odd appearances, so he'll certainly have an eye for goal if he has an opportunity like some of his teammates did in the first half.
Just that cutting edge, actually from both sides, that's been missing. That was an excellent ball to Brooks from Lawler. Brooks, tackle from behind, but fairly, according to the referee. And Ayew was released. Roden. Closing him down, doing enough to force the ball back into Ghana's half.
Yeah, they did well to get back in numbers, in fairness, Wales, after that challenge from Sulemana. He took the touch across intentionally, did David Brooks, to try and draw the foul, but got enough of the ball.
Mensah. There's Williams. Roden for Wales. Back to Darlow. Ghana qualified pretty convincingly in their group in African qualifying. Won their group convincingly. Madagascar, their nearest rivals. Rarely threatened, really. Type of nation that you would expect to see in a World Cup.
Yeah, they did have some close games, in fairness, but in the 10 they played, they did win 8 of them. Drew 1, lost 1, but they did score 23 along the way as well. Only leak in 6, so all those type of stats, Craig Bellamy will have assessed those. And that's why, taste of their own medicine from he feels aggrieved that it's been given as a foul. Seems to feel like some of his teammates have been on the receiving end of a challenge exactly like this one, where you get the ball, you get a little bit of the man as well. So I think it's just that inconsistency from the ref that has riled up Thomas.
Well, we've seen a fair bit of physicality for a friendly from both teams. Opoku. The run from Ayew. It was an excellent one because he managed to stay onside. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't quite control it. But a thumbs up from the Ghana captain.
He would have taken something special to pluck that one out the air. There's plenty on it. He was going away from goal as well.
Darlow. Ampadu. Trying to find more. Stepping forward there was Ajete. Sulemana. Dan James getting involved in the rough tackling. Sulemana thought that he was fouled.
It's good teamwork between Williams and James again. If one's beaten, the other one's there to cover.
If you're Carlos Queiroz, he'll be wincing at a lot of tackles with the World Cup round the corner. The last thing they need is a key player to be injured, but it's the risk you run in warm-up matches. Perhaps why we haven't seen Antoine Semenyo so far.
Yeah, exactly. I think a player like him can be wrapped in cotton wool, but it's also equally as important to play before you head there. Still a good few weeks before the tournament actually starts, so...
Ampadu. Good recovery tackle from Owusu. Ajete with a pass straight to De Silva. Thomas. Sanaya recovering and helping out Ajete. There's a defensive organisation about Ghana, even though Wales have had some really good chances.
Yeah, and I think they're just a little bit isolated from each other in attack, Wales. When a player goes in, they need somebody offering on an angle, at least a couple of people offering, because we know how strongly these Ghanaians can tackle.
Sane's ball was not the most convincing. Ampadu takes full advantage. More. It's been a quiet evening so far. Again, testimony perhaps to the defensive efforts of Ghana.
Yeah, but also what he loves, Kiefer Moore, is balls into the box, and we haven't seen Wales cross it in too many times at all.
Sheehan's free, goes down, wasn't fouled by Ayew. The break is on, Thomas Asante leading the chase, Darlow comes to collect. Good decision making.
Yeah, brilliant decision. He had a good start position in fairness, but he made the call and the decision really early to come. Recognised that he could get there far sooner than Rodon could, at a better angle to clear it as well. Good goalkeeping.
Forward from Nuama. Mensah. You're just trying to poke it through to Sulemana, who will be familiar to many English football fans or fans of the Premier League and EFL. Played for a number of English and Welsh clubs. Same with Sulemana, who played for Southampton. Dropping deep there was Sibu. Ayew. Awful lot of room to manoeuvre here for Sulemana, who is away, and again Karl Darlow made the choice, and made the right choice.
Yeah, they're being more direct now, Ghana, aren't they? More runners from midfield. We've not seen much of him, Sulemana, because he has got pace. He loves to dribble with the ball, but he's trying to make those third-man runs as well. Darlow's going to have to be on it.
Ayew. It was a miracle that he managed to find room to fire that ball across the Welsh box. Danger not away for Wales. Thomas did enough. A few claims from the Ghanaian players there. It did look a pretty clean challenge from Sorba Thomas. Wales on the break with Thomas. Brooks. Moore in the middle. Behind Moore. Oh, good save. Goes out for a corner. Asare wasn't quite sure about where that ball was going.
Well, it was almost a devastating counter-attack from Wales. Only one thought on Brooks's mind is to chip it in towards the big man. He tries desperately to get underneath it, to get something on it. Can't quite connect with the cross, but very nearly an own goal. Keeper doesn't get a touch in the end, but it is a Wales corner.
Mensah's touch almost crept in. It's gone short to James. Sheehan. De Silva. Thomas. Made by Sulemana. Sheehan whips it in. Thomas. Body's in the way. And Jete puts it out for a corner.
No, not for the first time with Jete in the way. Really good build-up play from the corner from Wales. Don't just swing it in. Trying to be creative with it. And it does open up nicely for Thomas. We know he can cut inside on his right foot.
Sorba Thomas of Stoke City. No doubt will look for that man, Kiefer Moore, with this corner. Towards the near post. And again, Ghana with a solid defensive effort from a set piece.
It's interesting, you'd think they would be aiming for Kiefer Moore. He was at the back post, unmarked actually. Brooks was blocking the guy trying to get to him, but it ended up being a near post delivery.
It was Williams obstructed there. Mensah just did enough, and I think Williams is asking that question to the officials. It's a friendly with a bit of bite, which is what you want to see.
I don't expect anything less from two teams managed by Craig Bellamy and Carlos Queiroz, to be honest.
Yeah, Bellamy was quick to point that out, wasn't he, in his press conference this week. Any suggestion that players are on the beach, he was quick to retort. Sarre. There could be some activity on the Welsh bench. In the meantime, it's Brooks. Goes it alone, again can't find a way through. Opoku is a giant to try and get around.
Well, just all of the defensive actions from Ghana, they are going to be tough to beat at the World Cup. He can go either way, can't he? David Brooks on his left, on his right. There's a few better players for Wales who are as much of a joy to watch with the ball at their feet as David Brooks.
Looks to be changes for both sides, but this corner will be taken first by Brooks. The referee has called across Ayew here. And Sorba Thomas. Brooks, low delivery, couldn't get past the first man, and he'll be disappointed with that. He's got another chance to put in a ball, but that's a good tackle, and there are actually 2 balls on the pitch here. The referee's going to have to address this. Ayew tackle. Here's Owusu. Surging ball towards Nuama. Offside. And that will frustrate Carlos Queiroz, I'm sure. It was a late run from Sanaya. He still found himself offside. Changes for Wales. Lewis Koumas coming on. Nathan Broaden coming on. Dan James comes off, so too Kiefer Moore. And David Brooks as well. But among those coming on, what a moment this is for young Cameron Congreve. Originally from Blaenau Gwent, has come through the ranks at Swansea City. He's had a really good loan spell at Dundee. And you never forget your first cap, Nia Jones.
No, you absolutely don't, and he deserves it as well. Manager has spoken really highly of him this week from his loan spell at Dundee. Chipped in with 3 goals and 7 assists there, so what a moment for him. I'm sure he's got plenty of friends and family watching on, proud as punch as well.
Among those coming on for Ghana, Caleb Yarenki, who's been linked with Manchester United. Here's Roden. Off for Ghana, Sulemana, by the way. Free kick to Ghana. Just confirmation of the players coming in. Congreve for James. Moore. Brooks also making way. Mensah. Ayew. Pushed in the back by Roden. Wasn't happy about that decision. There's a lot of controversy about Andre Ayew not being in the Ghana squad. I know his older brother, but he's been such a legend of Ghanaian football. There were thoughts that there might be a place for him, but I think Carlos Queiroz has opted to go and look at younger players.
Challenges creeping in now for both teams that the referee's not happy with. It's breaking up the rhythm somewhat. Wales will be looking to get in behind a bit more now, with Lewis Koumas looking like he's in that number 9 position, and Congreve will be keen to make an impression on this right-hand side.
Bar as the ball goes in towards Ayew. Thomas Asante trying to get on the end of it. That is a vital touch from Ampadu, who's gone down. It wasn't fouled by Sibu. He's been pegged back here. Sanaya tries the cross, wins the corner off De Silva.
Yeah, I think the referee read that well. I think a little bit theatrical for Ethan Ampadu, was expecting a contact to come in and there wasn't much there. He got straight back to his feet, in fairness. He's not done too much wrong again tonight, Jay De Silva. Forget, it's just his 10th cap. He's played in such big matches for Wales over the last season or so.
It's a chaotic penalty area. From Ajete, and just behind him was the fellow defender Opoku. They were piling in there.
Yeah, they are being well marked, in fairness. Not being given an inch. I think it's Sheehan gets the wrong side, but he just does enough by the letter of the law. He can't get over it, Ajete.
Williams, Ampadu. Looks up and finds Dylan Lawler. De Silva to his left. Thomas to the left of him. Goes for Ampadu instead. Here is Thomas. Sheehan has made a forward run.
I think they need to play that ball, Simon. You just spotted it as well. It's those runs from the number 10s. It's Sheehan on this instance. I think I'm used to seeing Harry Wilson, Jordan James do it. I think that ball is fed to them if it's them.
Thomas. Congreve is waiting in that back post. Williams. Well, he's gone down. Referee says no. He had a good view of it, the Swedish official. It certainly wasn't in Nico Williams' interest to go down there to try and win the penalty.
It just feels like the referee doesn't really want to make any big controversial decisions. We've seen it with a couple of fouls and possible yellow cards. There is a stray leg in there from Sibo. Tries to weave his way through, but probably not enough for the referee to give a penalty. He doesn't get the ball and he just catch the back leg of Williams. And exactly like you said, why would he go down?
Ampadu. Broad head. Congreve. Ampadu. Thomas. Side feet. Doesn't beat him. Solid challenge. Next up for Wales will be Romania. Renki. To praise Ghana's changes that they've made have certainly impacted the game.
And that was always going to be the way. It looked like they were going to break the deadlock in this one. Was from a mistake from Wales, and there was a couple of warning signs, wasn't there, in the first half.
Fans trying to drown out the Ghana songs with a bit of Men of Haaland, but good luck with that. They are jubilant. And they're looking for a second goal here. Bar. Mensah with the cross. And a header straight into the hands of Darlow from Opoku.
Well, they've got a taste for it now, haven't they? I wonder would they sit back and try and protect this, but absolutely no way.
On the ball. Great to see him back. Missed the last camp because of injury. It's the difficult season at West Brom. Ampadu, Sheehan, tackle from Sibo, foul from Sibo.
Yeah, it's very clever this from Sheehan, because he knows he's trying to wrestle through two big men in that little pocket. It's really clever, the touch he takes.
Congreve. Step over. Williams. Mepham. Middle here. Potential cross from Broadhead. Ball from Williams! Kumas's header, so close to an equaliser.
It's brilliantly picked out from Williams again. Two of the best passes of the day have been by Nico Williams, and he has to go across the goal there, Kumas. Gets up really early, maybe too early. He needs to go back across the goalkeeper.
Sare. Renki. Came off his thigh. Could work out here for Kumas. Asante. Congreve just doing enough to put him off. Isaac Davis on as well, I should point out as well, for Sorba Thomas on that left, but Wales are running out of time here, and they're away again. Ghana. Nuama comes out to Thomas Asante. They're lightning quick on the break, Ghana.
Certainly Sibo and Asante have added real energy to just the press. And it's sloppy again from Mepham on this occasion, and just look at the speed in which they're committing forward. It's quicker than the commitment Wales have to get back. It's not often we say that.
It came very quickly at Tom. It was a snapshot that he had to execute sliding in.
And it's the two centre forwards that they've got now. Finally, Ayew has some support with Thomas Asante. And they're just pressing a little bit higher up the pitch than they were in the first half, and it's causing Wales problems.
And we see Inaki Williams has won a Spanish cap. He's represented the Basque country as well. His brother Nico Williams is, of course, a full-fledged Spanish international himself. Winner at the last European Championships, so the quality continues off the bench.
And he's only the second best footballer named Nico Williams, isn't he?
Well, that would be confusing for commentary, wouldn't it? He was playing as well, but he was identified by Rod Earnshaw at the start of the programme as another option off the bench, and does certainly look to be that way for Carlos Queiroz. Just wonder if we'll still see Antoine Semenyo. In the meantime, here's Congreve. It's a teasing ball. Comfortable catch for Sare.
Yeah, I think fans are going to land Congreve, though. Just the little touches he's had so far, but he chooses to go early with the cross on this occasion. He can deliver with his right and his left. He's shown a couple of little moments, a couple of little tricks that he's trying. He's confident.
It does look as though there's going to be 3 further changes from Ghana. Nico Williams. Broadhead. Decent season at Wrexham. Williams. Nottingham Forest. Mepham. Was waiting in the middle for Davis. Here's Rodon. Another headed attempt from Lewis Koumas.
What's interesting to me is all of a sudden Wales are now delivering from wide areas and from the half spaces. They're doing it once Kiefer Moore's gone off. We do have bodies trying to get in there, but are far shorter than their counterparts in that box now.
And among those coming off, Jordan Ayew, who hands the captain's armband to Mensah, the left back. You can see his influence and the influence he will surely have on this team at the World Cup, Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, can still absolutely do it for them at the highest level, and even when he's just on the ball or heading over to take a corner, you can hear the excitement of the Ghana fans.
Opoku has gone off. Also going off Sanaya, the right back. So defensive changes as well as those in attack. There's some confusion about being allowed to come on here. The UEFA official stopping those two Ghanaian players. Well, Carlos Queiroz not happy. Echoes of John Aldridge in USA 94 maybe.
I'm not surprised he's not happy. They've got 8 outfielders on the pitch.
It's left Ghana completely short here, and can Wales take advantage of that? Jete. An offside flag against Williams, one of the new inclusions. And still, Queiroz wants to make these changes, but the ball has not got out of play. And Ghana have a man down, essentially. They have 10 men on the field. They want to bring on Seydou, the right back, and it's that area that Wales are attacking. Davis couldn't get there, but the clearance is straight to Williams, Nico Williams that is. Ampadu, chip ball, Isaac Davis. And finally, Ghana can make this change, and on he comes. It is the right back, Seydou. And Carlos Queiroz still furious that he wasn't being able to make that change. I think the fourth official just explaining his view on things.
Yeah, it's bizarre because the player coming off had long come off. He obviously didn't get on in time. He was just having that explained to him.
Still a fair few minutes to play here. Ample time, Nia Jones, for Wales to get back in this.
Yeah, and Bellamy will want to see a reaction now. As we said, he's been very vocal, very critical about Wales' June record far before he was here, but also whilst he's been here. We were in qualifiers this time last year, beat Liechtenstein, lost to Belgium, but doesn't want any hint of complacency coming in, even after a busy season. But also they are human. We often think that they're robots. Nico Williams, for instance, played 53 domestic matches for Forest. That's just one example, never mind all the big Wales games that he's had to contribute to as well. So it is a tough ask. We've not got a big glittering tournament to look forward to.
Moomin. Jete out towards Seydou, first touch for him. Nuama. Lucky Williams waiting in the middle. Well, the crowd certainly enjoyed the double step over there from Nuama. Sibo.
He's not long come back from an ACL injury, Nuama, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with his legs.
Bar. Bianchi. Wales lost a bit of control of this game. I know they're 1-0 down, but before that and certainly at half-time, we felt that Wales were perhaps the better of the two teams.
Yeah, they've lost a bit of control, but they've lost a bit of connection now as well with the subs that have been made. It's not quite building anything together, no real patterns of play being put together, but also Ghana have improved. pressed higher up the pitch in the second half, and once they've had a taste now of scoring here in front of their fans, they want another one.
Darlow again. They've had to improvise. Roden left him to it. Did enough to get distance on his clearance with a header.
It was innovative, wasn't it, to say the least. He obviously can't handball it that far out, but they've also done that a few more times. I think Ayew's got the pace to really threaten Roden and Lawler in behind, but these substitutes have, and they're testing it.
Ball over the top, and Inaki Williams is offside.
I know he's straight offside, but they do have to watch it, Wales, because they're not even in the half-turn ready position if he does time that slightly better, and it's an awfully high line.
See Ben Davis, great to see him back from injury. And it's a speculation about his future. Dylan Lawler there. It's a championship campaign to look forward to. There's a lot of uncertainties surrounding some Welsh players. Some, like Harry Wilson, have been linked with other clubs. Some have to negotiate new contracts, like Carl Darlow, who we've mentioned.
I think it's a sign of the growth of the Welsh team and the Welsh players. That's a touch from Congreve.
We're hoping for a chance at Swansea City. Here's Isaac Davis, a Cardiff talent. De Silva, Ampadu. Could hit it. He's still after his first Wales goal, Ethan Ampadu. There's 62 caps. Sheehan. As well to get round to Jete. De Silva, Ampadu. Williams. Broadhead. Twisting and turning, and eventually putting in the ball. Congreve battling for it. Here's Williams. Just surrounded. But Wales do keep possession near.
Yeah, swarmed around Williams. It was good footwork, wasn't it, from Broadhead? Turning the full back inside out, but no one there to connect. It's a better spell, this, from Wales, last 10 minutes.
Time is running out for Wales to find an equaliser. Attempted pass for Congreve, booted away by Moomin. Method for Wales.
They do look at the most dangerous Wales when they can find those advanced midfielders. Sheehan and Broadhead now in these little pockets here.
Strength from Broadhead. Roden. The players on the overlap on the Welsh left. Exactly gives away the free kick. Changes for Wales. Joe Roden coming off. And Kai Andrews coming on. And De Silva also coming off. Rhys Norrington Davis. Spent the season at QPR. Both from Sheffield United coming on. He's highly thought of at Coventry City. Alone at Hibernian in January. I think it's good for Craig Bellamy just to see as well that what else he's got.
Absolutely. It was met with real excitement when Kai Andrews was first introduced into the squad. I've only seen him once before on the pitch for Wales, as you say. A good little spell at Hibernian towards the end of the season, and just for Norrington Davis as well. He's been in the squad a long time, but has been plagued by injuries, and said how much he's enjoyed his year on loan at QPR. He's had more minutes than he's ever had. Feels fit and healthy and well.
Menster. All for Barr to chase. Goes out into touch.
Substitution for number 14, Gideon Mensah.
The captain's armband will have to be switched again. Mensah coming off. Was certainly busy in the first half, Mensah, dealing with Dan James. It's been more straightforward, I would suggest, in the second half.
Yeah, and he did recover well about halfway through that first half, learned very quickly. He had to be a bit more clever with how and when he jumped in. Baba might be familiar to English football fans as well.
Yeah, he's on at left back, and as for him, former Chelsea player, 6 years with Chelsea, and he had 7 loans during that period, which is not untypical. Consider someone like Ethan Ampadu spent about a similar amount of time at Chelsea and probably had a similar amount of loan deals as well. Metal. Turn from Kumas. Broadhead could be in here. Sarri got there first.
That's a really nice idea, this, from Lewis Kumas. It's a little jink in his movement, go away, and then he comes back. Just gives him half a yard of space. And as he comes in, he checks his shoulder. There's no one behind him. He tries to thread in. Nathan Broadhead, good goalie.
Surging ball, but nowhere for Kumas to go. 2 centre halves there, Moomin and Jete just squeezing the space. Ampadu. Last 5 minutes now, Congreve. Just to get that ball on his left foot, does so. Ghana deal with it again. Panama and Croatia. I wonder how Ghana will fare. It'll certainly be hard to break down in North America.
Yeah, they will, and can't afford to go up against them in any duel or any challenge. Anything less than 100%, they will come out on top. No doubt about it. They can really get under the skin. You can see it now with nations like England who like to control the ball.
Congreve. Step over. Kumas. Congreve in space. Eventually. Right-footed cross this time. Not a bad one. Davis. To be hit.
Yeah, it was, but Congreve is lively. I thought it had sailed over everybody. He checks where he is. Could he have laid it off to Norrington Davis? It was always going to be a challenge to get that one on target, on the swivel.
It's the first time that we saw a right-footed cross from Congreve there. Did score a spectacular goal against Celtic in the SPL this season. It's given away by Wales carelessly. Broadhead recovers and does really well himself, in fact. Before that, sloppy stuff from Wales. Rama sided. Moomin. Baba. Jete. Well, there'll be a few Ghanaian players who will have certainly done themselves no harm ahead of the World Cup, and the thoughts of Carlos Queiroz ahead of those Group L games.
Yeah, and for as well as they did in their qualifying group, they've actually lost the 5 last matches that they played. They lost the 4th one. That's what saw the end of their former manager. He got the sack after that one. They lost about 10 days ago against Mexico in a friendly, so this will certainly do them the world of good.
Norrington Davis has room to cross. Broadhead! Corner. And Wales still after that equaliser.
Oh, not for the first time have we seen Nathan Broadhead look likely in that 6-yard box to get something, snatch something late for Wales. The delivery into him is a little touch of the defender as well. Could go anywhere.
Congreve with the corner. And the header, the glancing one from Ampadu, could have gone anywhere, almost into that top corner. Ghana just seemed to stand still there.
And I'm not sure what the goalkeeper was doing either. He half came out. Comes off the top of the head of Ampadu.
Rallying call for this Welsh crowd in the final 5 minutes. Rare defensive mistake has led in Congreve, but Ghana soon recover.
It is stretching him a little bit, isn't it? Simon Ajete having to come out a couple of times and deal with Congreve on this right-hand side. Because Koumas is messing with their organisation a little bit as well.
Norrington Davis finding Isaac Davis. Glancing header from Koumas. I don't think he got full contact on that. Comes out to Ampadu. Sheehan. Davis. Oh, he was urged to hit it by the Welsh crowd. It stopped in his tracks. It's still there for Wales. And Kai Andrews.
How often have we seen that so far tonight? Wales do something really good individually, and then the next pass is really disappointing.
Sheehan! It was moving, it was dipping, but not dipping enough.
Yeah, certainly worth an effort. Koumas have turned, but actually he spots Sheehan in acres of space. Nobody closes him down in enough time, and there is dip and swerve on it, but as you say, just not enough. But it's been quite nice actually to see Josh Sheehan slightly further advanced. We usually see him just camp out, protect that back four and dictate play from there. He won't enjoy this result if it stays like this, but he might have enjoyed that.
He's got the ball skills to play further forward, and I think Craig Bellamy feels that. Barr does well to get in across. Nico Williams to it. Broadhead, Congreve. He's forced back, plays it to Williams. It's coming on. No question about that one. As much about the cross as it was the header near, but Wales are back in it. Ghana may have something to say about that. It's Nicky Williams who tried to steer the ball back into that penalty area, but it's 1-1.
And it's the first time really we've seen Nico Williams really wide, that high up. He's often inverted into the midfield, which is really effective as well, but good to see him up there. We see him do that for clubs so often. He can deliver, as we know, both feet.
The attempted ball for Williams goes to Darlow. Well, it runs in the family, scoring goals for Wales. Jason Koumas certainly scored many. His son Lewis off the mark. The senior international side. Now can Wales win it? Isaac Davis, Andrews, Norrington Davis, in towards Davis! Just got it caught under his feet. and that is that. That ends in a draw. But a late Welsh goal has spoiled Ghana's World Cup farewell. Lewis Kumas with his first international goal. He'll certainly remember that for a long time. Urenki had given Ghana the lead at the second attempt off the post. And they head to the World Cup. Wales head to Romania next. The Nations League campaign beckons for Craig Bellamy's men. For Ghana, it's North America.
All right, so it's done and dusted. It's over. 1-1, it's ended. Wales and Ghana share the spoils in this international friendly. This is one of Ghana's friendlies. In fact, the last but one friendly ahead of their participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Today, we have seen a marked improvement of the senior national team, the Black Stars. In almost every department, they stood strong. There was a lot of cohesion. There was a lot of understanding. There was the determination to go that extra mile. And these were some of the tenets that Coach Maxwell Konadu touched on before the game. And clearly, he has been exonerated for raising those pointers. At least we now have a fair idea of what kind of team we have ahead of the FIFA World Cup. And I'm sure that after that last friendly, before they trot onto the field in Canada to take on Panama, we will have a fair idea of what the first 11 would look like. But at least from what we've seen today, the first 11 is probably or quite imminent. And I'm sure that there will just be a couple of changes here and there to ensure that the team is strong and good enough for active participation in the FIFA World Cup. Captain Jordan, are you ably led by example? Few changes were made. In fact, almost all changes were made. There were just one or two players who did not get the opportunity to play. Jonas has been perfect in central defense. At least he's one of the players who played 90 minutes. And we've seen some consistency in that regard. The statistics tells us all. It's been a better and a marked improvement in the second half than the first. And clearly it shows that the team were hungry for the success that they so desired. And so they've done well. Wales won, Ghana won. That's how it's ended in this international friendly. The Black Stars will be happy with themselves. And I'm sure that Coach Carlos Queiroz will also be content with what he's seen. Of course, we will make a few changes before the final delivery in the FIFA World Cup. We'll head back into the studio and wrap up with my guest. We have got Nana Edu here, and I've also had Coach Maxwell Konadu here. Coach, it's been a fair result, but it's also been a positive performance by the Black Stars.
Yes, like we initially stated, the boys went in to, kill themselves for the nation, which they did. For me, they did so well. And the result today, we all believe is a fair result. The opponents also played. They played. I mean, if you look at the statistics, the possession went for them. But having said that, I was very, very happy with the way our team defended.
Sure.
We kept our shape without the ball. We had the opportunity and went on the counter. And I think that's really worked for us. You see, this is a mark of a good and an experienced coach. When you go to take over a team in a short time, you need to, play with caution.
Sure.
And the system he chose, the 4-3-2, was perfect. Defensively, you are always solid. Then you always, hit the enemy on the counter, and which he did so well. The players that started, play their hearts out, you could see how they wanted to, fight on.
Sure.
Those who came to prove. But for me today, Senaya has come to stay.
Yeah, he really stood tall. He was here, there, and everywhere, and he was inch perfect in almost all his tackles.
He gave it his all.
He gave it his all.
He was everywhere. In defense, he was solid, and he supported the attack so well that I think he deserves a place in the team.
Well, places up for grabs in the team. We have 26 men who will be defending the flag of Ghana, but the first 11 is the most important part. And it's good to see a lot of collaboration on the field of play, and everybody worked for each other. There was determination, there was fast-paced running. Nyama did his own thing on the field of play. In fact, the orchestrator of the goal that Ghana scored played a wonderful role. Let me take the views of Nanaidu.
I think it's a good game for the Black Stars of Ghana. The coach was able to get the best out of every player we played today on the field. Apart from Jonas Adjetey, who played the full minutes of the game, full 90 minutes, he was able to make changes in every department of the game. Atizigi, Benjamin Asare coming in the second half, Marvin Senaya, Ali Duseidi coming in the second half, Gideon Mensah in the last 10 minutes, Baba Aman came in, central defense, General Opoku started with Adjetey. Later on, Abdul Mumin came to replace Jerome Opoku. So it was only Jonas Adjetey who played the full 90 minutes. Thomas Partey started in the second half because Sizibo came in to replace him. And of course, Elisha Owusu also started. Caleb Renchi, the goal scorer, came to replace him in the second half. Fatah Ishaku from the right, Ernest Nyama came in. Behind the main striker, it was Jordan and Prince Edu Kwabena. Later on, we saw Inaki Williams and Brandon Thomas Asante. And the left side, it was Christopher Bonsuban, who came in the second half to replace Kamaldeen Sulemana. So every position, we have two quality players who are going to compete in the World Cup. It was only Jonas Adjetey who started and ended the game.
Does this give us confidence that Black Stars, we are ready? Nanedu?
I would say we are about 65 to 70% ready for the World Cup.
65?
Because, I'm worried about goal scoring, especially with our attackers.
Sure.
They were not scoring under our previous coach. A new coach comes in. Defensively, it's quite okay. Attacking-wise, we have quality names, but it doesn't reflect when they are playing for the Black Stars of Ghana. Yeah. That is why I think the coach will have to improve them. Now, we can confidently say we've gotten a partner for Thomas Partey. Caleb Renchi looks more like an advanced midfielder. So if Partey is sitting in front of the back four, distributing the pass from defense, Caleb Renchi can join the attack. Now, what we need in our team going to our first game in the World Cup, who is going to be our number 10? Our creative midfielder. The one who picks the ball from the back, try to locate the wingers and the main attacker in the team. That is where we lack. He tried Kamaldeen Sulemana in the first 45 minutes. It was a little bit slow for me. Second half, Brandon Thomas Asante came in. He was losing all the 50-50 balls and the little balls around the 18-yard ball. So maybe it's an area they need to find another player in that particular position. Maybe Augustine Boachi, he came late in camp. Maybe in the next game, he'll be available for selection. I think we can get the best out of certain players in key positions in our Black Stars team.
I see. Well, it's been a good observation, and I'm sure a lot of Ghanaians who had the opportunity to watch the game will agree and attest to the fact that it's been a marked improvement of the team's performance as compared to previous international matches that they had to play. All the international matches that we've had to play did not go well for Ghana, but at least we can find solace in the fact that the team is now playing as a team. I guess the credit will go to Carlos Queiroz and his technical team for instilling that discipline and the culture of the die-hard spirit of the Ghanaian. And I think they've done very well today. Also, we have to say a very special thanks to Max Buy, because they're telling us that all our favorite appliances and mobile phones are just one click away. Now, from Wednesday to Friday is a special moment. All you need to do is to visit www.maxbuy.com.gh and catch our amazing flash sales, deals, and discounts. Now, here's what. Don't miss out on something big which is coming to you this World Cup. And it's only going to happen here on Max TV. Because from Max Buy, they are telling us that we should get ready to score goals with free TV deals, free subscription offers, bundle deals, and more. All you need to do is to stay tuned, follow the details and instructions. Shop now at www.maxbuy.com.gh, or you can call us on 05440 19552. Let's say a special thank you to Clean Hands and Soap Sanitizers. They are always advising us to stay protected and to stay confident on and off the pitch. So whether it is that you are getting ready to settle in your couches and observe Ghana do wonders at the FIFA World Cup, or whether you are here, there, and everywhere, don't forget that Clean Hands Soap Sanitizers kill 99% of germs with every use, keeping our hands clean and protected the whole day. Or they're saying that we should stay clean with Cleans. All right. Special attention and special thanks also goes to Anointed Engineering Services Limited, our one-stop solution for all our generator needs. We service, we repair, we maintain, and we sell generators and spare parts for various types. Now, Anointed Technical Institute, a CT Vet accredited school, also offers hands-on training in electricals and controls, generators and plants, auto mechanics, CCTV installations, and solar installations. Now, they tell us that it's 80% theory and 20% practical. Call their hotline 0243 480 334 for further assistance. And finally, our big thanks goes to the only clinic that sets time on your illness or sickness, no matter the situation. Midimafo Herbal Clinic, Dr. Time Daso. Whether it's stroke, diabetes, blood pressure, chronic diseases, typhoid, etc., you name it, Dr. Time Daso is always available. You can locate them at Ibuakwa on the Agogo Road in Kumasi, or you can call them on 0244 774 282 or 0500 727 215. Dr. Time Daso. All right. So we will lower the curtains here on tonight's transmission of this international friendly between Wales and Ghana. It's been a good day at the office for the senior national team, the Black Stars. We hope that it will even get better in our last friendly against Jamaica before we hit the match against Panama. Special thanks goes to Nanaidu and coach Maxwell Konedu, who shared their time, energy, and experience to guide us through understanding what the coaches were looking for in the senior national team. They both got it spot on, and it looks like we are 65, 70, 75% sure of victory in the World Cup, and of course, active participation in the World Cup. I am sure that the players, after playing their hearts out today, will also be hitting their hands on the chest. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time and your effort. And obviously, if you have loved everything that we have done here today, from the panel discussion to the game, then you should know that Max TV has more in store for you during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Until kickoff time and until we come your way again with more exclusives from the senior national team, the Black Stars. My name is Prince Anatane. Thank you very much. Have a very good night.
Let the fun and excitement begin. Your #1 online casino in Ghana, Lucky Win, is back with a bang. With more than 70 new exciting games and big cash prizes, including the popular Aviator, where you can win 1,000 times your bet amount. You can also win in the 500,000 Ghana cedis cash giveaways in the Cash Draw, Cash Rain, and Give Back daily promotions. Enjoy our welcome bonus and free gift coins available every single day. Just go to luckywin.com.gh on any of our smart devices and play a game. You can start with as low as 1 Ghana cedi and you stand to win big. My buddy, look sharp. Lucky Win. Play with less, win big.
What's up?
TV is very clear and bright.
Aye, this is the new ITEL QLED TV. You will love it.
To get it in the box. Here's Metsu. This is positive. Williams. Yes.